it hurts you in the long run. For example, trying to play limited with no deck building experience. What do you guys think? True?
It's another true one right there. I definitely agree with him here.
Yeah, I mean, deck building helps you learn the rules. I mean, you gotta know what a good card is to be able to build a deck. So you gotta know how to use certain abilities and everything. And being able to build a deck means you know how to play the game, and that's how you win. Because you can have the best deck ever and not know how to play it, and you're gonna get your ass kicked.
No, that's true, because whenever you deck build, you will, like you said, learn the rules a little bit better, just because you'll be playing with more diversified cards. You won't just be playing with, what somebody else came up with. You'll try out different cards, and you'll learn how they interact with each other, and make some unique card interactions. So, true there. Number 3, ask for help. The chances are that there will be other people at the game store that can help you out. Caution, make sure you ask people who are knowledgeable. What do you think, guys? True, false?
It's definitely true. You don't want to go around asking people that just started playing, It's like, oh, well, I think this worm's the best creature ever. It's a Grave Titan and see what happens.
Yeah, but, his recommendation is ask for help, and yeah, there's going to be some people at your store that are knowledgeable and would be more than happy to help you. I know Robert and I play Friday Night Magic at our store, and we're always trying to help people with rules, trying to, sometimes we've had people come up to us and say, hey, here's my cards, here's all my black cards, would you try to make me a nice black deck out of this, or something like that. And I'm always happy to try to help them out and then explain what my choices were, why I chose so many, creatures or spells, and why there's the number of lands that are in there. That's important because new players oftentimes don't realize that they need to put more mana in their decks. For the longest time, I was just putting 20 lands in decks when I first started, but you definitely usually need more.
Yeah, definitely. Many times I see people running 75 card decks. Gotta keep it to 60, around there. 60 is a great number. Yeah, definitely ask other knowledgeable players for help. I've had people come to me, I've explained a bunch of different interactions with decks, so people are always willing to help.
Yep, for sure. Alright, number 4 on his list, look up the stack, know it, or lose. What do you think, true or false?
It's definitely true. Definitely. Because, the stack is real important. And, whenever I was first playing, I was terrible for the longest time. I didn't know what an instant was for, a year and a half, or maybe more. I couldn't figure out why it was so awesome. I'm playing Giant Growth before I attacked and shit like that. And,
yeah, learning how to play instants is important. Yeah, for the longest time, whenever I remember one of the things that really opened my eyes when playing Magic was whenever I figured out what a counter spell did. So at first you're just like, counter target spell, what the hell does that mean? But yeah, it's an important aspect to Magic. It's not just creatures and attacking with them.
Yeah, you also need to figure out how to order triggers and such, which is a good thing. It's one of the newer cards coming out here with Bladehold. There's Battle Cry and then the token generation. You need to order where the tokens come in first, and then Battle Cry resolves. Otherwise, you're just going to have Battle Cry resolve, and then the tokens are going to come in just as 1/1s instead of the +1/+0 on them. But yeah, you definitely need to figure out how to order your triggers and such.
That's true. For newer players, make sure. Sometimes people will be tricky like that. So check out Hero Bladehold. It has 2 different abilities on it. You're going to always make sure that your soldiers come into play before the Battle Cry goes off. So actually on the stack, you would want the Battle Cry to go off first, and then the soldier tokens to go on second, because the top of the stack always comes off first. The soldier effect's going to go off first. So sometimes you might get another player that's trying to trick you, asking, oh, does this happen first? And you'll be like, yeah, sure. And they'll be like, okay, well then your soldier tokens come into play without +1/+0. And so be on the lookout for that kind of stuff. But that's how the stack works. It goes effects stack on one on top of the other, and then they resolve from the top of the stack down. So that's kind of, you got to visualize it as like kind of effects going on top of each other.
He basically made the point where also do not let other players like lead you along that you're playing against. Like some players will try to trick you into following their play, like they're following how they want you to block or something. Think everything out for yourself. Don't follow people along. Just don't trust people that you're playing.
Yeah, if somebody keeps interrupting you while you're trying to think, just shove a finger in their face and
or make a fist and give their teeth -3, -3.
Yeah, but not in a DCI sanctioned event. We wouldn't want any official bannings to come from this advice. But stand up for
Unless
yourself.
that guy's a pro, then punch him. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, make a name for yourself real quick that way. Alright, ZMax tip number 5. I forgot to mention this. These are ZMax tips. Number 5, trade. He says, trust me, I never buy any individual cards. There's a good chance that someone has a card you need, trade for it. He also says, caution, know the value of your cards. It's your job to make sure you don't get ripped off. Not everyone is fair. So what do you guys think? True or false?
Oh yeah, I love to trade, and trading helps you develop relationships with other players, and you learn certain things. And it's a great way to build decks, because some things people don't have that you have, and etc. And it's just, trading is awesome.
I will not falter.
True that, but like he says, I know the value of your cards. I know before I go to a Friday Night Magic 5 time to spend like a half hour, I'll go to, I like to look at tcgplayer.com. You can go check, a lot of people use the Star City games or Channel Fireball prices. So you can go ahead and go on there, look up the cards that you know are valuable or people have shown interest in before. Just so you know what the monetary value is, so that way that if you're happy with the trade, if both parties are happy, then it's a good trade. But you might go back later and find out that you traded a $20 card for a $2 card, and even though you're happy at the time, it's probably gonna piss you off a little later down the line. So don't get burned. Make sure you know what the value is. I know when I started out playing, I traded away a Portal Armageddon, which I busted out of a booster pack, for a Whiptail Worm, which is an 8/5 vanilla worm creature for like 7 mana. So, and while I was really happy with it because it was like the highest powered creature I had seen, I was like, oh sweet, it's got such a high power, I'm never gonna lose with this. At the time, clearly Armageddon is a better card, even though, when you're a newer player, you might not see why destroying all your lands is a good thing. But trust me, it's a good card.
You always gotta know the value of your cards. I've had some bad trades before where I wasn't, paying attention to the value of cards, like when Reflecting Full came back into Standard. I traded one off for a few uncommons. I was like, didn't
Which
really
card?
think about it at the time. Reflecting Pool.
Reflecting Pool, right, yeah.
For any color mana that any of your other lands can produce.
Right.
And, I traded off for a few uncommons and stuff like that I needed at the time. I looked back at that and I was like, oh wow, I lost out big time.
For sure. But, yep, so there you have it. Be aware of what you got. So ZMax says hopefully that helps someone, and he also has an article or two on the Arkham Games Facebook page, which is the store we play at here in LaVale, Maryland. So check out the Arkham Games Facebook page. It's spelled like the asylum. And so good. I think those are some very viable and good tips. So he did a great job with that, and he's in the area here, so maybe we'll even have him on the show here sometime to see what else he could contribute. Alright, so that's pretty much it for our email from listeners. I would love to get some more comments. I would love to get some more tweets. I'm Travis D. Jones on Twitter, so add me at Travis D. Jones. And you can get me on my email at manekitora at hotmail.com, which I believe will be in the show notes, so just check that out. And how can we reach you guys?
Well, you can reach me at zephies@gmail.com. That's ZEPHYS@gmail.com. You could send me anything you like. I love getting new deck lists. I'll give opinions on anything you send me.
And Chris?
Alright, you can contact me at bunsonator@gmail.com. That's BUNSONATOR@gmail.
Yes.
And I want naked pictures of your moms.
Well, that all depends on the mom, I suppose.
I want them all.
Alright, so there you go. You know what he's into now. He's into the cougars, the milfs. Alright, but yeah, please send us any deck ideas you got, any cards you would want us to discuss. Especially, I'm always looking for a new store of the week. Could be your store. Just tell us about what's good about it, and what they do to help your community out. What's going on there? Love to make your store the store of the week. Actually, one thing I forgot to mention last time was that I'm gonna try to have a contest here. And I haven't even decided on what the prize is going to be yet, but it's going to be a very slow-rolled contest, so I don't think anybody's going to get it too soon. But so every week I'm just going to give a new clue as to I'm thinking of a card. I got a card in my mind, and I'm going to give a new clue as to what it is. And it's going to probably take a while for somebody to guess it. But so my first clue for this week is that it is a magic card used in, it's like Legacy Legal. It's a Legacy Legal magic card. It's not one of the Power 9, it's not a banned vintage card. It's Legacy Legal, and it's not Unglued, Unhinged, Vanguard, any kind of trick card like that. It's just a normal card. So, I'm not going to repeat any of these, so if you're listening to the show from week to week and you can pick up what the card is, and the first person to guess it, I'll take one entry per person per week. If you can guess what the card is out of all the cards in Magic right now, then we'll make sure you get something sweet, and we'll try to come up with a decent prize here and let you know what that is as soon as possible. Alright, so what do you guys think of that? Sound pretty fun?
Sounds great.
I think it's a swamp.
Well, that's your guess for the week then, but unfortunately you're incorrect, sir.
So it can't be survival since it's not Legacy Legal.
Yeah, it's not survival, so there's your guess for the week. Alright, well, we'll see what guesses people come up with whenever we start giving some more information away. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this week. Sorry it's taken so long to get this podcast out to you guys. We've been getting some positive feedback, and I don't want it to take 2 weeks in between podcasts. We've been trying to record. We had the holiday season. It's kind of difficult to find time, but we've been having technical difficulties. But so far, this program seems to be working out. Once again, thanks to Robert the Beamy for letting me know what to use, and so hopefully we'll try to be a little bit more regular with this. So, let's peace out, you guys. Got anything to say, Chris?
Keep it nerdy, y'alls.
Alright, sweet. And Robert?
Stay sharp.
Don't slow roll your opponents.
Don't slow. Yeah, if you're gonna roll them, do it real quick. Alright, well, thank you very much, everyone, and for everyone here at Magic in the Middle of Nowhere, peace out.
This is Major Tom to grab.